Welcome to New Orleans Insider Tours, and I'm here with Marc Preuss. And Marc, couldn't be a better person to start a tour with. So here we are. This is your first stop. We're going to have Café du Monde coffee and donuts. Marc, tell us.
Couldn't be more classic than this. I mean, you're at the heart of the city where it all began in 1780. We just celebrated our 300 years 2 months ago. Right here, it all started here with the cathedral, and then the whole town square would start around with the cathedral here. Couldn't be a better place in America to be right now than right here.
We call it insiders, but you're an insider. Yeah. You have your lifetimes here.
Right.
You know, you start you're the family restaurant. You're doing those detour tours right now.
Yep.
You're like the best.
That's what you say, yeah. But I do definitely have a passion for the city. I grew up in the city, and you know, one of my tours there, we'll discuss that later. NOLA Detours is what I own, a small business there. I do what they call a hometown tour experience, where I go to all the downriver, upriver neighborhoods.
Yes.
And as the city expanded from right here in 1718, the first neighborhood would have been towards the Marigny, Bernard de Marigny's breakup of his old plantation. But remember now, up and down river, all plantations, farm homes, all plantations, tracts of land, development, not so much growing anything, but just planters that were invited to come over to the New World and develop what they developed over there. So those breakups of those plantations after slavery and the Civil War are the development of the neighborhoods, whether it be the Lafayette, where Commander's Palace sits, the Lafayette #1 Cemetery, to the town of Jefferson, all the way around the riverbend to Carrollton.
Even the parks, Audubon Park, City Park.
The Allard Plantation is the old city park, you know. But I got to say here, beautiful backdrop here as the sun is setting here. This lady here, as the French and Spanish sort of wandered off and ran off out of the city after our 2 great fires and the yellow fever, she is the lady that sort of resurrected the city again and brought it back to life and gave it a new purpose with the Baroness Bertamo here. And her putting this here and over there, a mirror image of these 2 buildings, gave her development staff, all the plantation, owners there to come over here on their summer homes, and this was their summer cottages right here. Yeah. The winter and or summer. Anytime they wanted to break, this was their homes in the New Orleans area.
I even heard this might have been the first luxury apartments in the Western City.
It is, yeah.
Unbelievable. So we're here on Decatur Street, and that's named after Stephen Decatur. So Stephen Decatur was the guy, most people don't know this, before Andrew Jackson, the big hero in America, and obviously after George Washington, was Stephen Decatur. He sailed over to Libya to free Americans taken hostage in 1804.
Gotcha.
So there's a lot of cities in America. Decatur, Georgia, there's Decatur Street in Las Vegas even. It's about 30 places named Decatur after him. But we quickly had the War of 1812, and Andrew Jackson took over. And Andrew Jackson right there.
Had it not been for him and his collaboration with the famous pirate here, you know, it might be another America. I give credit to him in such a respectful way, Andrew Jackson and his collaborations with, you know, that's a whole other story, the pirate.
It is. And you specialize though in people, not only here, because you know the sport, this was your home,
right?
But you take them out of the city.
I take them beyond the bourbon, beyond all this, and bring them into the sort of the background, off the beaten path, you know, the back roads of New Orleans, where the real heart and soul and the melting pot occurred. You know, the downriver, the European expansion outside of New Orleans is this way. Okay, and this was not even developed as Louisiana Purchase and the Americans went this way. It had nothing to do with this side of town. And as you grew up in New Orleans, Mama never liked you coming into the border and that side of town. By the way, that's the side of town you want to be in now. That's where all your latest cafes and restaurants, all your hip stuff is on that side.
Yeah. And it's weird to see that having grown up and seen the change from when that area was just nothing.
Exactly.
Nothing. Now,
and it's about time. They take that Band-Aid off, that bruise. It's a little bit bruised and sort of, we like it like that.
Snug Harbor.
Yeah.
Like probably the first place there.
There you go. Frenchman Street would have been that sort of like the downtown for downtown Marion. You know? The Bywater had a little stretch off of Charters back here where you found the little corner grocery called Frady's and Satsuma restaurant, and around the corner you have the first German restaurant, conveniently enough, in the Little Saxon area. That's where the Germans settled. It's called Little Saxon Germany, they call it back there.
Which is your heritage.
That's right.
I'm Sicilian.
Berlin, yeah.
You know, everybody came here and melted together.
Yeah. That's another thing I bring up in the whole des Allemands area, des Allemands, which is French for the German area, just outside of the city here. That's where John Law had made a deal with some of your German planters to come and grow and have sugar plots of land, and that's the whole sugarcane industry. And the plantations were all twisted German names, like Wagner was now Waggersbach, you know, or Heidel is now Heidel, as in our bakery, Heidel Bakery, which is where the Whitney plantation was. You know, Laura Plantation is the Waggersbachs, and you know, and so forth and so on. That's
well, in New Orleans, I think also beer. So did the Germans bring their beer brewing into here? You got Jack's Brewery just on the other side.
the beer, the growing of course.
Falstaff.
Yeah, we have over 15 breweries here and or beer gardens in Germany, in New Orleans. We have German streets, German schools. I gotta say, we're probably all more German than we are anything else. I hate to say that with the Sicilians here, but I mean,
I'll let you get away with it today.
You know, unfortunately, after World War II, the story is that Woodward Wilson wanted nothing to do with the German mark in our society or in America. And one of the big German markings was New Orleans. That explains why all this got shut down. That used to be called Babacher beer, and they made him turn it into Jack's beer. We have streets uptown, we have breweries, and so forth and so on.
But you guys are coming back because I guess right now we're filming this right before Oktoberfest starts. And also, you got a new place, Deutsch House, coming along.
We have a new, well, I'm helping along with that up there. You know, they have a new place. The Germans, us here, have a new place on the bayou here.
It's gonna be fabulous.
It is. That's a whole history where they're going on top of. That was the old Confederate, what do you call it? Retired Confederate
Nursing home.
Nursing home,
Yeah.
exactly.
Some people I don't think realize that part is that the Daughters of the Confederacy, when the Civil War ended, you had tens of thousands of men who were maimed, wounded, amputees, and they needed caring. There was no VFW. So these Confederate homes that we talk about in the Confederacy right now is looked at in a different way. But the Daughters of the Confederacy laid the foundation for what became the VFW.
I didn't know that. That's interesting history there.
5 years before the VFW got founded, the Daughters of the Confederacy put together their business model. If you read the VFWs, it's almost identical. So, with that, I know, like, you know, with the sun's setting on us, Mark, I'm going to taste the donut, because these are part of when you come to New Orleans for the beignets, and probably no sugar in here for about 3 days. This is a much. It's a great way to start your first stop when you come here. You get your coffee and donuts, you got to put that on the checklist. From here, you can either go down to Decatur, head up, and we can go to Bourbon Street, or we can go the other way and go see the World War II Museum. So let's start walking.
Never get tired of this.
Beautiful.
You like that? Okay.
It's great.
I mean, I just need to talk fast.